Hello again, it's Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Art Studio Gallery, and I am trying to get myself to leave my comfort zone with red and using some enamel and doing a swipe with lots of gold. So I think what I'm going to do is just start. That is a magenta with some iridescent pearl fine in it. And I'm going to put my enamel in wherever it seems like a good idea after I give myself as much, that's closed, alright, as much of, oh, and that's my my purple flash from Folk Art, which is a color shift, which I absolutely love. And it seems like it had a little, ooh, wow. It seems like it's misthreaded and I could have lost the whole thing if I wasn't careful. See if that'll come out now. No, it's still a little plugged, but at least it's coming out somewhat. So I guess if I want some more of that, I'm going to have to unplug it. And I might really want some more of that. So what I'm thinking about is just using a small piece of acetate to swipe down the full length from many locations, and I'm not sure how that's going to work because I'm sure I've done something similar but not exactly like it. I'm going to try and come back and fill in with some more red because red was supposed to be my major color. I am going to add a little bit of regular black at the ends, and I really want to give myself the option to add a little bit of white, metallic, from Anita's. I'm already craving blue, but it doesn't matter. So I've got a couple of reds, so if I divide my reds up between these two, I don't know how long this will take to swipe out. So every time I put some enamel down, I'm going to want to grab a little container. And where's my little piece of card? I lost it. That one's not the same one. It's stuck down. So I'm going to use this one, and I'm going to start. And it might not be wide enough. I'm going to keep that card from blowing into the painting. Oh, I've got that too. That's cool. That's like a pizza coupon. That might work really nicely. Why don't we try that first? Let's just give ourselves permission to be weird. Try and clear a space for my little container. I don't know how this card is going to work. I've never used it before. I might have to take my gaps. I might have to be willing to take my gaps, is what I'm trying to say. So since I've got, and I might put more gold in a more up and down position. I love trying new ways to swipe. I could even go sideways if I wanted to. Oh, that's getting a little too out of control there. So let me do that. Let me go up and down. This card is not as flexible as some of mine. I am scraping it off. Kind of liking the effect I've got. If I go along and I see that I want another color in there, I'm going to give it to myself, but I'm not sure that I need another color, really. I do need that hair that's tickling my eyelashes to get out of my eye. Alright, so what else? I've got the enamel there, and I've got the enamel here. So let's just scrape that all the way off. Not going to worry too much about what gets left behind because that's usually an interesting thing. And I'm just going to keep doing it as I go along. Didn't mean to do it at the exact same level as the other one. And I know I could probably run these over the bottom. So maybe I should be doing that, or at least thinking about doing that right now. And I do have enough, so I can just dip into my little stash there. Got some good cells coming up. I like the white. I might want to grab that white and put a little more in there. Someplace like this, someplace like that. And a little more purple flash here because I really like it. And what else? Maybe a little more of that magenta, just to keep things kind of moist. So I'm going to try and pick a spot I haven't picked before. I'm just going to keep putting the gold in when I do that. One of these times I grab this over here. One of these times I'd like to just pick it up and put it in another place immediately. So I tried to drag that over the edge to see if that would work. I'm loving my colors. Just going to put a little gold and a little more black enamel in. I'm going to grab that black enamel as I see it. I'm not going to worry about my spots that are showing up. It's time for a little more red over here. Like a lot more red over here. And some gold. I wanted some orange in here, but I was nervous about making a color I didn't want. I got all kinds of paint running right down that card. That card is just not flexible enough. I prefer my, now I got paint on me too. I prefer my more flexible acetate cards, to tell you the truth. I think I'm going to use some of this, because I know that's black enamel in there. Let's see what happens. Just run that right up the side. That's kind of nice. I've wanted to force myself to do this red thing for a while now. I'm going to dip again because I can. That's the name of my first book. You can find it on the Amazon link underneath the Linktree link, which is right underneath the video. I'm just going to back off the paint that's on my card right onto the end of the canvas. That's kind of nice. I like that. And I thought I might need more of, I might need a change, but I think I'm pretty happy actually. I'm not squashing the paint out completely. That's why so much of it clings to the card, because I'm just sort of putting a little bit of pressure on there. I think this is it. And then I'm going to tell you guys I do sell my artwork, and I'm going to torch. I could probably drag one more gold one through the middle, which is appealing, but I kind of like this white here also. I like that color also, so maybe that little card will come in handy after all. Let me give that a shot. I like some things I've got, and I don't want to get rid of all of them. So I'm going to use a different card, a different width, in a couple of different places. Handily enough on the edge, it fits perfectly. I could do that to that white. I could have more gold in here. I've got just these few little pieces of gold, and I'm wondering if that's going to be enough. I could also put some of that gold in the places near the black, and I kind of like that too. Just merge that little white bit of white a little bit more. And that one. And I can actually just put shorter marks in here and there and everywhere if I want to. And that's kind of cool too. I like that. I didn't have to, but I did because I wanted to. I'm going to steal some paint from over here and put it in over here because I can. Kind of losing most of my little black spots, but I still have some really some really neat things happening with the extra marks that I like. And that's just from dipping in. So that's pretty neat. I don't mind that a bit. Ooh, that's a strong breeze. Hopefully there's nothing ready to blow in, and it blew the other way. Yay! I don't really like it when my cards land in my paintings. So what am I going to do with this one white stripe? I'm going to rest that long piece of acetate right in there. And I'm going to do the same thing with this gold. Actually, I'm going to do the same thing with this other white. And there happens to be some gold there. So that's a simpler color palette that I'm used to. And it made a whole lot of different colors. And I can use the residuals off. Whoops. Be a little careful. So I have some gold cells and I have some white, black and white cells, and I'm actually pretty happy with most of that. I don't know if I'm totally happy with this right here. And I'd like that to be a little more cohesive than it is. So I'm actually looking at my design, trying to make sure that I like... Oh, I don't want to get rid of those cells. They might come back, they might not. I kind of wanted to put some gold on the ends and see what happens. But I don't know if I need black with that or not. So let's try it without and see what happens. Yeah, I think I definitely need some black. And I could probably just dip my card in there. But I like the black coming on from the down from the end. I've got more paint. If I don't squash it a little bit, I don't get the cells because I'm not forcing the agitation. But I do like that little bit of black coming in from the end, and I like the gold too. So I'll just put few things here and there. And then I'm going to tell you guys, I do sell my artwork. Thank you for sharing my videos. Thank you for shopping my Amazon link at no added cost to you, and it helps me out when you do so. And I really appreciate that. I want a smoother edge on that. Just sort of following my instincts and hoping I'm right. Hoping for the best. And I'll be spending a little bit of time covering things after you're gone. I kind of want something right here. I wanted a smaller card, but I think this one's going to have to do. I'm looking for things that bug me, like marks like this. Because I would really prefer things to be going kind of geometrically, kind of in a straight line. I probably worked on that longer than I needed to, but I like what I've got. And I still have the option to pick places that I haven't put anything and put something there. And now I'm going to cover up my extra paint for the moment, and I'm going to use it after I torch. I've got 2 minutes left. I'm going to try and be a little faster this time because I actually burned some of my paint last time. You could put a basting brush through this once you get it all spread out. I like the organic feeling of that. That'd make good leggings maybe. Which reminds me, I have Teespring clothing below the video, and I'm going to use my card dipped in my paint to just go onto my edge. while you're here. That way if there are any drips, I can straighten those out too. Loving that paint. I just want to basically do an 8x10 with my leftovers. And so I want to tell you guys I love you, and there's almost 87,000, excuse me, there's 87,000 of you going on 88,000 of you. Almost got that wrong. I'm going to have to stop fussing with this soon. So, I have Facebook groups, and they are also on the link tree. Expressionist Art Studio Gallery Appreciation Group is for students. Expressionist Art Studio Gallery Totes and More is for anybody who might want to see what I've been putting on Fine Art America and Pixels.com. There's a Shop Now button there. Once you go there, and Pixels.com and Fine Art America are also under the link tree, as well as Saatchi Art, my website, my Google, my business page, where if you want to, you can give me a review. Yes, I just dripped a little bit something in the painting, and I could still drizzle that down and tip it. And it's so tempting to do that. To just take some paint and add a few dimensional stripes here and there with my leftovers. Just for the edge of my card. Because I can. I do a lot of stuff just because I can. It adds another element to the design that I actually really like. Lots and lots of texture. Lots and lots of colorful texture. So what else should I tell you guys? Because I've got 2 minutes I can tell it to you in. If you watch my videos longer, it helps me. If you give me a thumbs up, I appreciate it. I think it helps me. When you leave me comments, it lifts my spirits. Thank you so much for lifting my spirits. It's hard to make a living at YouTube, so if you're interested in becoming a patron or donating through PayPal, you will automatically be included in every month, in a given month's drawing for paintings, and you can see what the prizes are on the exhibition video that's included on the end screen of every video in the last 20 seconds. I'm pretty happy with that. I like how the gold showed stayed in places. It kind of makes me want to pick a little more gold and see what happens if I throw some of that through. Like in, pick it up with my card and put it down and see if it stays. And it does, which makes perfect sense. But that was kind of a limited color palette, so that's neat that I can do that wherever I want. I like it. I still like it a lot. And I could probably go through and pounce a few things if I wanted to, but that might be for another video. I like making textural marks, especially when the paint starts to get a little sticky. But you could ruin something pretty easily, and I don't think I'm ready for that right now. So I love you guys, and I hope you take care of each other and take care of yourselves. This is Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Art Studio Gallery in the backyard, saying thanks for joining me. I really appreciate you, and I love you very much. You can, I guess you know everything except for Teespring clothing is all over print leggings and all over print t-shirts and more, and it's underneath the video if you're looking for that sort of thing. And if you shop there, obviously it helps me out, and I will see you guys anon. I'm pretty sure I'm going to keep playing with this until I can stop myself, and I bet anything that it will be difficult to do. Alright, I'm going to do it anyway. I'll see you guys anon. I learned a few things from this. I hope you did too. Bye for now. Priscilla out.